Okay, so this is I've lightened the actual paint, that the elegance that was so thick, and I've also did some transfer swipes from an earlier attempt that I showed on another video. So I kept, because there's some beautiful colors in there, right? And as you can see, I did another bloom there, another little bloom there, and I even put down more pillow when I did that, which I don't think was necessary. There's some heavy white there, right where the edges are. So yeah, let's see how this thing spins out as I go about it. I had to stop myself from rinsing off the other canvas that we got the transfers from. But I'm spinning this till I can get all the white stuff over the corners, because I know it's not going to have these perfect cells. I'm not going to be upset with whatever we get. Okay, so guess which painting won't get entered into my best ever exhibition, if there ever is one. This one's fun. It's got a lot of movement because it's spearing out on the sides where the paint's a little bit thinner than the base, which, the base is pretty much set up. Even with the extra Floetrol I added a little Floetrol, probably about a tablespoon, to this margarine-sized thing. That's the white there. And, I added some more. I added Artists Loft white, just to thin it out. And it worked. It did a good job. I know if I maybe cared more and really did a good job, let's get down in here and have a look at it. Okay. Boing, it's hard to do when moving, but you can see there's some areas I'm going to put a little more white. And it's got some shimmer, thanks to some of the iridescent colors that are in there. This is a beautiful, long, sort of stripy thing. I might actually play with this with some actual brushes and move some things, shade some things, and not just keep it a purely fluid experience. But, oh, sorry, I should be like this. But you can see there are some cool cells. There's some cool lacing. So once you start going crazy with the spinner, you get this kind of result where whatever nice cells you have turn into this. But hey, there's a lot of color. I can still play with it. I'm not going to be spinning it anymore because it's not going to move probably very much at this point. But yeah, I like how these oddly weird transfer swipes turned out. They were way better than what the actual result on the first canvas was. Now that's been washed, and we did scoop. I saved all the white that I could. Sorry, guys. And, we know now to thin it out a lot more. That'll help us. This time I also used this guy. You see this little guy? They sell them on Amazon. They're about $15-20. I get free shipping. So I was told I wouldn't get this till September, and it came like a week later. But when you turn it on, makes some noise. It just releases this almost like an airbrush amount, like a proper airbrush amount, that you would get if you were using the professional ones as an artist. It's not, but the closer you go, you can go right into that cell activator, make it bigger, and then go one corner, then two corner, and just pull it back so you don't get all that pillow paint instead of all the lovely colors that you layered, which, we could go into again. I gotta admit, it's got some really pretty stuff going on. The composition is to hell, but you know what? I'm going to play with it and we'll see what we can do. It's still very abstract, and I'm all about that. Thanks, guys, for anyone who watched. I'll keep this one brief because I know I did a lot of complaining, but this is not a hobby for people who give up quickly or back issues. Or do yourself a favor and find a bigger table, and then you can put this wonderful doggy thing right on top of it, and you can stand, which I normally am doing on this little one, because this, believe it or not, I often forget. This one here turns around. As long as there's nothing blocking it, it'll spin for me, and it's just on a Lazy Susan. You do not need to buy a $50 cake spinner. You could buy something from the Winterstrom lady if you're using really large canvases. If you're not, I think it's a bit of a waste. Start small and grow from there. Learn from me. Okay. I hope life is good for everyone. I hope I hear from you. Leave a comment if anyone does see this. I don't know. Okay. Arrivederci.